Alright, so we've got the dive shops here. The information is placed here that he wants. Dive shop pages. I want to simplify this listing to 5 stores with a brief introduction below. So let's take a look at the page. You can see, let's go to PCB dive shops. Alright, PCB dive shops. He says he wants to simplify this to 5 stores.
PCB golf shop on Panama City Beach Parkway.
He says he wants to simplify this listing, this page, to 5 stores with a brief introduction below. Okay. So here's the introduction. Alright, right here. That's the introduction. And that needs to go on this page. Panama City Beach Dive Shops. This punctuation needs to be, or not punctuation, but capitalization needs to be fixed. Okay, so you've got the dive locker, Panama City Diving, Panama City Dive Center, Scuba Dive, Panama City, Diver's Den. Okay, but those aren't the ones that he wants. So you're gonna grab this and you're gonna put it on. You're gonna put a text block right here, and this is where the blurb is gonna be. This introduction right here. Okay, and then Panama City Dive Center. So you have Panama City Dive Center right here. So you're just going to open this one up. Alright, and see that there's not a lot to it. So we don't want to put any of this on here. We want to name this, because this is just a template. We want to name this page Panama City Dive Center, and we want to put the image of Panama City Dive Center here, and maybe the owner of Panama City Dive Center here. Okay, and then you can put their contact information, NAP, like name, address, and phone number. You can put that right here in the middle. So you'll just take all of this out and put a new full width text box in here, and just put their map, their NAP, name, address, and phone number right there in the middle. That's how it needs to be done. Okay, so let's take a look now at which ones he wants. Panama City Diving. Panama City Diving we have right here. And he wants a Diver's Den. Okay, Diver's Den right here. So, and you're going to do the same thing with it as Panama City Dive Center. Okay, Red Alert Diving. Okay, we don't have Red Alert Diving, so you want to remove, try Scuba Diving, or not remove it, but just replace try Scuba Diving with Red Alert Diving. Okay, and the dive locker. Alright, and the dive locker is already here. So what you want to do is, we're only going to have 5 like he said, so you need to take one out. So you're going to log into the back end, and you're going to take this one out. Okay, and you want to move these 2 over into the middle, you know, kind of line them in the center, and you may have to do that in a new box, or you may be able to do it just by removing this one. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how this thing works, but you'll be able to see it once you get in there to do it. So that'll get that part taken care of. And once you get that taken care of, let's go through the rest of what he says here. Use some of our rec syncing as a slideshow to replace videos or just a few pictures. We'll list all stores by name, telephone, website. Okay, and we want to add a link to Panama City Dive Center from their page. Okay, Panama City Dive Center. So you're going to put a picture of, well, let's go to Panama City Dive Center. Okay, this is it. Okay, so you want to grab, he's got a pretty good website. Maybe you go to their Facebook page and grab, let's go to their Facebook page real quick. All right, I'm going to pause. Okay, so I'm logged into Facebook, so let's go to Panama City, what is it? What's the name of it? Come on. Panama City Dive Center. Okay. Okay, Panama City Dive Center. Okay, now what are we doing here? We're looking for an image to go here and an image to go here. So we're going to utilize whatever resource we have to. In that case, or in this case, it's going to be Facebook. So what do we do? Which one do we want to use? I don't know. Let's just pick one that has their look, Jason Barrow, that's the owner. Let's go look at all of their pictures and let's find one. Photos. Alright, so let's look for something that says Panama City Dive Center on it. That looks like it's out of date. You know, that's a pretty good picture right there. They have 3 dive boats, so that is a pretty damn good picture right there. So I would take that one and put it right here. Okay, that'll be a great picture for them. And then, and you know, there's no way you can know that, but you're gonna get a feel for this type of thing. This is part of your training. You don't know exactly how to do everything, but you're gonna get a feel for it. Okay, so there's no right or wrong here. There's just good and better. All right, that's all. So okay, here's their logo. All right, so you can grab that one and put it right here. And you know, you may have to play with the dimensions, you may have to play with the images to get them to look right, but that's okay. Do that. I want you to do that as part of your training. This is not, of course, we need to make money on these, but this is not 100% production work. Web design never is. I mean, there's some, you know, you got to use some of your artistic abilities in here. So anything that you think is representative, just go ahead and use it. And if I think we can do better, I'll take a look and say I think we can do better, and it's not a big deal. So I mean, you're learning how to do it, but I would use those two. Now this is just a great, this is just a fantastic picture, and then use their logo for the other one. This one right here, which is pretty cool logo. So that's the way you want to do these. And now let's go back to this page. Now you're gonna replace this one with one of the ones that he said, and you're going to take one away because, like he said, you only want 3. So that should give you an explanation on how to go about it. And I don't want to tell you exactly how to go about it because I want you to learn this part of the process. So go ahead and do what you can. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. There's no mistake that you can make that I can't fix. So don't sweat it. Enjoy doing what you're doing. And I don't know if you have ever dived before, but this is a great project. The man we're doing this for is responsible for sinking our 43 shipwrecks that we have in our area, and he's been doing this since the 70s, and he's in his 70s. He's been doing this since the 1970s, and he's kind of the grandfather of scuba diving in this area. And this area is the largest scuba diving, this is the scuba diving capital of Florida for sure, and probably the entire United States. It maybe with the exception of Key West. But anyway, so that's a little bit about it, and we just want to feature those dive shops. So pick out some good pictures, pick out their logo. They're going to have their logo in their pictures on Facebook. So use whatever resource you have to, and then you'll be able to fix this mirror. You'll be able to fix this menu. You'll add Dive Locker and then the other 4 pages right here. So there'll be one for Panama City Dive Center because it has its own page. You'll have to create that page. Obviously, this is a template, but you can use this template and just rename it. So do what you can with it, and then let me take a look. Okay, that's it. Thanks, Joe.